Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
There we are. Almighty morning.
Monday morning or afternoon over here.
Yes. Hello, Goyle. Welcome in. Okay, that's getting everything shared. Can you check your YouTube now? Because I did edit the title. I didn't realize I had multiple things.
No, I got the same. It's saying, please limit your title to 100 characters for me.
Yeah, and I just updated.
I can take you Facebook. It's totally fine for my son.
I know, but you do such a great job on the YouTube chat. Everybody loves you on that one, so that's what I was hoping. But that doesn't mean you can't log into it on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens right now, because technology, people, technology.
Yes. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's letting me, even if I'm clicking into the, blocking it right now. So, yeah, we have to take a look into it in a later stage, I think.
Okay. Are you on your phone right now? Is that why you can't do it, or are you on your laptop?
No, it's just saying to me it's more than 100 letters. It's like an arrow into it.
Well, I understand that, but I meant if you logged onto my YouTube channel, could you cover the chat for YouTube? That's what I meant.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close the. Sorry, people. We have some technology.
Yes. Welcome in, Goyle. Yeah, we need to get more people in here too. We were a little bit late, but yeah, I guess I'm having title issues.
There you go. There we have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the chat from my phone right now, so
Okay, good.
we're good.
All right. And I'm sharing. Hey, all right. So today we're talking about elementals and other entities. Are they real? So I'm going to let you start that off because
To me, they're 100% real. I mean, I when I look back into my life and stuff happened to me, I actually because I see them as nature spirits and I sense them because I have intuition, so I'm feeling them stronger.
yeah.
And I do understand the skeptical people who in heck they're speaking about, but it's been a trade on me and since I was a kid about having these gifts, and they are part of Gaia or Mother Nature.
Those two. So, Shalja Goyle, do you believe in elementals? I've got her on, and more people are coming. So, have you shared your Facebook so people know you're on?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
it
Right.
enrolling.
So, what types of elementals are there? Do you believe that there are?
I think it's quite many actually, but it depends on how sensitive you are and what you're open-minded and what you're getting from them. I mean, they're just part of nature.
Right. And I know there's so many. I mean,
And I send back the question to you: what elements are for you, then, Julie?
Well, I believe in so much. We used to say the sky's the limit. There's no limit. Your imagination is what brings them into you. How do I put this?
They
So,
ask for readings right now, and you have to explain to them that we are just
Yeah.
going to focus on. But I
Yes.
can tell you that the card for the collective I pick up right now is the Hangman.
Oh, and what is your interpretation for the collective on that hangman today?
We need to actually. The Hangman is this when you're letting loose the chaos in your life or the negative part in your life. It's like you have the Hangman. He has his foot into the snare, and it's like releasing the old part.
Okay.
I will have my card is a helping card. So it says, look for the world from a different perspective.
And speaking about elementals today, that's looking at the world from a different perspective. Because I know we have insects in this world and we see them. We know how to identify some of them, but it's the things we cannot see. But like you said earlier, things we feel. And being an empath, that you and I are very much so, we feel things
Oh, wait.
more than we see them, we feel them. And yeah, it's like I can feel things in the air right now, not just my guides are here, but there's other entities. I'm going to
Yeah,
use that word.
the elementals as well. I mean, it's crazy when you actually when your abilities are waking up as well, so you're feeling a bit stronger. The feeling
Yes.
you get. So, what I pick up right now for one of the elementals who's with us right now is like, don't be so scared about our presence in the nature because we are
Right.
protectors of nature. And
Yes,
that's
and they're not malignant entities. They are there to help Mother Earth, help us. They're protecting Mother Earth more than any of us could because they know her so well. And they are basically her guardians. I think that's protectors, guardians, yes. And it's not just the soil, it is everything. Oh, hello, Pamela. I'm getting a few people popping up. It's like good.
I'm asking for reading right now, but
Right.
we are going to focus on this show right now.
Yeah. And Helen, this is the spiritual show that flows. Claudine isn't here to talk to you about downloads and elevation and stuff like that. Thank you, Pamela. But what we talk about here is quantum things, anything, the creator's energy, God, however you want to put it. It's more about what is real and not what we've been programmed, conditioned, domesticated, or tradition tells us to believe in. It's not that. Anything and everything we talk about. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. But he did give you a reading for the collective and let go of the past. And you want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, it's see stuff for a different perspective.
Yes. And that's what we're talking about. It's not about, and the whole show is about that. About the full
And
scope.
it's interesting the Hangman comes out to me in this as well because I was not when I did my shuffling I was like, wait, the Hangman, okay, is that today's collective card for us right now? But it makes sense into what we're speaking about right now about the elementals and stuff right now. I mean, they're guardians of the nature and like the card saying is like you need to see stuff from the different perspective. It's a hard word to say. but you need to see it from many more spaces than just one space.
Right. I mean, we're so what we believe in what we can see. But then again, people will talk about, oh, I believe in God, but you can't see God. You can see his results, but you can't see God, the entity. So why aren't elementals and other things real? We can't see them. For those of us who aren't clairvoyant, strongly clairvoyant, we feel them instead of seeing them. But believe me, feeling is believing as much as seeing is believing to me. Right, Victor?
Yeah. Sorry, people for noise in the background. I accidentally clicked on a YouTube link and it popped up. So it's fine. But I accidentally clicked on a YouTube link, so you might hear some noise in the background.
Oh, okay. And could you introduce us to your guardian behind you, even though he's not an elemental? The other ones don't know.
My kitty cat, Oliver. He's one of my guardians. And his cousin, Casper, in the background, who's running around. So they are my cat fellow guardians.
And earlier he was staring at Victor the entire time. It's like, what are you doing? And just keeping an eye on him until he settled down. It's like, okay, now we're good. But he's up there. That's the first time I've seen him.
So but I must say that cats are fantastic balance creatures when it comes to balance your as an owner. And if you have a bad day, for example, I'm just feeling so much calmer after the day. But yeah, I'm like an Illyrian, so I have that in my soul. What they calling it is in my soul dust, so stardust. I'm a Illyrian starseed, so that's why.
Right. And a couple of weeks ago, we did talk about the star seeds. But if anybody has questions about the star seeds, we can definitely answer that. And Victor is back again today, and he's pretty well into star seeds because he's embraced his star seedness.
Yeah, but I can tell you like this, people, it's been a journey. I mean, it takes to. I have not learned so much long since I know about star seeds, but it's around, like we said in the past show, around 2 years. But I had always been open to the spirit world and stuff, and I did not understand it until I was a grown man about what it gives, and I had people who supported me in this journey.
Yes.
And sadly, we trying to make my YouTube to work right now, but it will not open, so I will use my YouTube Facebook right now for this.
But you are keeping an eye on your YouTube in case anybody wants to send you a chat.
But you can actually find me on Facebook as well with same name and last name.
Right.
So you can contact me on both platforms.
Yes, and I am actually, I think I have your Facebook platform on, so I will add that QR code in a minute. But I'm doing one other thing I want to add, but I'm not going to finish it quite yet. Yeah. So give us a little bit more about elementals right now. Okay. Just start with your favorite and we'll talk about others.
When it comes to elementals, because I'm a fire sign, so I do love to have the help with the fire elementals. And it's and always when it comes to fire, be safe when you're using that kind of magic. I use it for purification, or when I want to release the old part of myself, or release all people in my life. You can actually text down a person's name, and you're folding it, and you're lighting it up in a safe manner, and in that manner is a form of fire magic that you're releasing the old part of your friendship, or you're burning the old friendship up.
Okay.
In a safe manner.
And what are the different fire elementals called? What are the different ones?
I don't have direct names on them, but I know that we have. I mean, in nature we have all the different energies supporting Gaia, and we have the fire, we had the earth, we had the water, and we had the earth. So they are the four elementals, and we have some. I think we spoke about this before you started about elemental magic as well. So that's why I am interested in and learn about more about elemental magic.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, elemental magic based is a base through the druids, correct? At least the ones we are doing right now and know of, because the druids were in your area. And for those of you who do not know, Viktor is in Sweden and from Sweden, and so English is his second, third, fourth language. I'm not sure.
But I it's so funny because I noticed myself and I have seen myself. I mean, if you don't train your language, you forgot a lot of words. So sometimes I forgot words, and I thinking in Swedish, and I remember, no, it's not the same language barrier over there. So, but we are fine with it. But I must say that when it comes to, because in Sweden we have a highly Viking heritage, and I honoring my heritage in the form of lighting up certain magic and stuff, because of the Vikings was the native of Scandinavia, and they traveled all around the world actually.
And a lot of them went to England area or the British Isles, and the Druids are famous in that area as well, correct?
Yeah, and the Vikings actually went to America just before Columbus even. So,
Yes.
And it's later science actually found settlements of them.
And they were more towards the northeast, Maine, and also the Canadian area north of Maine. That was the focal point. They didn't come south.
One was Leif Erikson was the most famous one.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, working on other things at the same time. Okay, I got it right. Okay. I'm going to add something. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and let's check and see what people are saying. Hello, Sherry. Hello, KT. We're not doing readings today. We are talking about anything quantum, and the subject today are elementals and other entities. Are they real? And both Viktor and I know they are real. It's not that we think they are real. We know they are real.
No, we're feeling them all the time. So
we feel them. Yeah, we're not.
A friend of mine from Ukraine actually who liked the channel. So thank you so much for liking what we're doing right now, and thanks Julia for let me join you. I say yes.
Yeah. And I was going to say that we do feel we're not as clairvoyant as we are empaths. Oh, and look who's in.
Oh, Claudene.
Are you driving back home? Are you driving home? She was in California, being with family time. It was sad, but also hopefully very uplifting for her, getting together with family. And
and it's important. Family is important. I notice on myself. That's why I in these plans moving to my hometown right now. That's why family is so important.
Yes, and you're working on it, and I'm so glad that it's finally.
Oh, it's crazy. It's all it's working.
Yes, well, for a while there, you were concerned that it wasn't working, and now it is almost Almost leaving soon. Okay, great. Great. Well, I'm glad you were able to.
And drive safe.
Yes,
Important.
it's a crazy time, but Tuesdays aren't too bad for driving. Mondays, Fridays, and the weekend between where she is and where she's coming, those can be crazy. Hopefully, you'll be here not at rush hour, because yeah, you don't need that. But at least you're on the west side, so you don't have to go too far in. Okay, so elementals. Anybody has a questions for elementals? Do you see them? Do you feel them? Anybody? And I know Claudine does. She loves her our cosmos.
Indeed, Claudine, thank you for adding that.
Yeah.
Because you speak about star seeds before.
Right. And yes, Cosmo family too. And but Claudine is very connected to gnomes. And that those are elementals. And yes, people, they are real. They might not look the way we depicted them, not all of them, but they are real.
And some of them actually are quite hard to spot them. And sometimes you can actually see them in trees and stuff if you actually looking into deeply. I have actually been seeing in a tree one time a face. So that's why I learned that could be an elemental or it could be a gnome as well.
Could it be the tree? Or was it a smaller face?
It was a smaller face, so it could be.
Okay. Because trees are real and alive, and they hear and they feel just like we do. I know everybody's so, a lot of people are narrow-minded, and humans are the highest species. Nobody else thinks.
Based, but hopefully.
Oh, see and hear them. Okay, so she's more clairvoyant than we are, and audient. Clairaudient is the hearing. But yeah, I feel them all around, and sometimes more than others when I'm going. But sometimes I do see them, like you said. You see them in the trees, or here we have a river. It's the Salt River, and in that area, it seems like they're having a lot of fun. There's horses there as well, wild horses. So they seem to draw in a few more of these as well. This is the reason I keep seeing 312 everywhere on my phone, microwave, car.
That's an angel number, actually. When you look
Yeah,
into
it is an angel number. Hello, Letty. Gnome.
2 plus 1 is 3, and you're going back into it. And so take a
Yes.
look at it.
Oh, 312 is her birthday, and she keeps seeing that. Oh, great, Pamela.
Indeed, Claudine. And I actually been dreaming about fairies as well. I know that some people say you need to be careful with them. I see them like part of nature. I mean, you have to respect the nature, so you have to respect fairies as well.
Yeah. And they are part of nature. And Claudine, some of us call her the mushroom lady.
To me, so
Because
much.
yeah, she knows so much about mushrooms. Well, to know about mushrooms, they're very close to fairies. Okay, fairies are real people, and yes, imaginations come from somewhere. So if you have an imagination, if you dream about fairies, if you dream about other elementals,
They actually, I've been in a kindergarten for many years, an extra helper, and I can tell you, kids are so open-minded. They see, they feel, they sense, and they are clear-knowing. So I actually meet a kid who did see some elementals, and he wasn't even scared. He was like, "Look, I found a playmate." So they are more open-minded than we are, actually, because we learn to progress our gifts, and you open up your gifts in a later time in life.
hello, Luong, welcome in. Pamela, yeah, I do think there's something you need to do right now. I can't pull that information up immediately, but they're saying yes, and the word is prepare. So I'm not sure what you need to prepare, but it does have something to do with the elementals, or you wouldn't be here right now. So I know something is happening with that, and so I will work on that
With Pam,
information.
I get like this pain in my shoulder blades, and it's like past life with her.
I'm
Just
feeling something in the back.
no.
Now, are you getting it on your left or right? It's hard to tell when you're.
Oh, actually, it's
in the
like
mirror.
wings. It's like they hurt someone's break them in. So it could be a past life. I get
Oh,
someone's
okay.
pulling those wings out of your.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Yeah.
And normally it's like a past life, so it's it could be a picture of past life as we all sense there's been through in the past.
Yeah. I'm feeling it too, and making me pull my shoulder blades together. So something about wings is what I'm getting too.
Because I feel like someone is just pulling those wings out of the
Yeah.
body. And
Every time you do that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm feeling it. So yeah. So
so Pam, if you might have been dreaming about past life and stuff you have not fixed in because you need to go back into your past life, but you need to. It could be actually in Earth, and it could be in a past. Yeah, it's a past life thing.
yeah, and they're the other thing they're telling me is ground. You need to be grounded, more grounded than you are right now. There's like cement shoes on. Okay. And then where I saw a big snake, and the snake was swallowing another snake. Oh, I know what that meaning is. That's definitely a Google thing. And yes, I know Google, a lot of things can come up. But a snake eating another snake, it is very significant. We all have wings. Yes.
Yeah, and wow, Pamela, you have your energy is quite painful right now. I'm feeling this pain over my shoulder blades, and it's going down into my back right now. So it could be past life as a witch, because I get this burning sensation in my body right now. It's like going up the flames.
Yeah, definitely. But it's something. Okay. What they're saying is if you have not had a past life regression, or you have not done that for yourself, using Susan's book is one book I know you can do, which is the first edition, which will be on page 71, and the second edition is on page 75. Utilize that, record your voice, and do your self regression, and it'll help you. And it something I'm suggesting that you do. It's not that you have to do that, but I suggest that doing it yourself, you'll save yourself some money, and you'll also get an idea. I think I haven't done it yet, which I'm being told I need to do it. So probably by next week I will have done it. Um, but do, if you can, take the time to do a past life regression. It will help. Hello.
Hello, Jay. Great to see you.
Yes. K5 says. So oh, Keena's in too. Wow. We're getting the whole gang in today. I really appreciate that. And we're talking about elementals, and that we all have wings. And then also Luong has had snake eating a snake dream. So all sorts of things going on. All quantum questions. Love
You
it.
so Pamela, Pam, because you have
I
so
will
much
send
to
that
deal
to you.
with. Yeah, I accidentally reading her right now, but this one, like, it's like a sword, or it's like someone's pulling those wings out of her shoulder blades, and it's a past life.
I'm going to put this up real quick, and a couple other QR codes. So let's see. Where is Miss? This is Miss Susan's book. Okay. So that's the QR code. Also, if you can't use the QR code at the moment, the link is in the chat. And this is Victor's YouTube channel. I thought I had your Facebook, but no, I have your YouTube channel. He's monitoring his YouTube channel. He just doesn't have it connected right now because I had too long of a title.
Same name on Facebook as well. So people, so you can find me on YouTube and on Facebook.
And see how I spelled it. It's spelled correctly.
Yeah.
So,
and you find me on Discord as well, because I'm a spiritual gamer.
Okay. And I've got to add that on Discord too. Okay, let's go back to the chat here real quick. Okay, so you have, I put up Susan's book in case you want to go that way. And that'll help. Going back to the snake eating the snake, I know is very significant. I think it's the Hangman's card again. New perspective.
Yeah, true.
Definitely a new perspective, because you're getting rid of the old. You're swallowing up the old ways. And you're going to pull another card there?
I just try to find that card again so we can show the people.
Okay.
And that's mistakenly got it back into the deck again, so we'll show it. Well, hold on.
What do you need to do for them as far as your wings? To protect your wings? Protect yourself. Cut the cords. Cut everybody else's cords.
We're going to show the card once more then.
Okay, go ahead. Whenever you're ready. Can you pull it a little closer? I know what it looks like, but okay. Is it in a different language? Because I can't see the writing. But that's what it looks like.
But I think my camera is what it is right now. So this is the Hangman card. Number 3.
Oh, yes, exactly, Claudene. Yeah, number 3 card. Wow.
So that makes sense for you, Lang. Actually, it makes sense for all of us right now with the collective.
Right. And that's why it was very apropos for today's topic, which is elementals, because a lot of people don't believe. They don't believe in a lot of things because they have a narrow set of views based on tradition, like I said, conditioning, programming, and all that. So once you start opening your mind to the possibilities, you'll see things so much better. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Somebody's 92nd birthday today. I'm not sure whose, but anyway, that just came across. So, any other elementals? Anybody has a question about elementals? Now, we've talked about gnomes a little bit. We've talked about you're not sure, you don't know the names of the fire elementals, but
I know that they exist in a form of, because like all of nature right now. Oh, I got this arrow again. He says, oops, something. Yeah,
something
it's
new.
fine, right? And basically comes upright an arrow in the restream for us in the studio.
Past life can be some kind of old movie or story that resonates with you deeply. Then that means you have had a past life in that time, like Star Wars has resonated with me, and that's because I was in a war sometime in the cosmos. Yes. And
I'm feeling in that part, because I have during Star Citizen we got wiped out by the Dracoons. So every single time I see Star Wars, I get that past memory. And I think that when they made Star Wars, they could actually people who has past memories from that part as well.
Yeah. And it's not your it is your imagination, but it is not just your imagination. Your imagination fuels your intuition. So when you feel you resonate because of a movie, a song, anything, then it has something to do with you. You really need to check it out. You really need to explore what it means to you. And like Luong had the snake eating the snake,
I think
and Pamela's
someone's
going through.
scrolling in here right now. Someone called
I
Amanda.
got rid of one of them, but I haven't seen the other one. And Facebook, it takes a little bit of time. So I got the one that was trying to get Helen to scam Helen. So
Quite common right now. It's sad to see that we have readers who taking other readers. I mean, it's quite rude.
yeah, we're supposed to be light workers, and yeah, you're putting more shadow on things when you do that. So now fairies are definitely real, and fairies and gnomes work very well together. But wouldn't fairies be more air elemental than they would be a earth elemental, which a gnome is an earth elemental?
Yeah,
Right?
I think because they are gnomes are the protectors of earth and mushrooms. I think we can add into that.
Yes. Little fire angels. That's what she calls them. I love that. Fire angels. Great. Yeah. And if you do the 5-minute candle ritual, you should also be able to see some fire elementals and perhaps other entities as well. And that's 7 days, 5 minutes each day for 7 days straight. And it will help. Yes, you got to do it straight. And there's a lot of people who start it and then stop it, and that's fine. You'll get when it's meant to be with divine timing, you will have the 5 minutes for 7 days straight to be able to do that. And what it does, it helps clear your mind and make you more balanced and help you see things more clear. Not just see, feel, touch, hear. So, yeah. Okay. So you need to get things more lively here. Actually, I'm going to do real quick on the birthday because I want to say happy birthday because now we're in Libra. Am I correct? We have left Virgo and now into Libra. Right?
I think so.
You think so? Hey, come on. We're supposed to be working together here. Okay. Let me go ahead and put that on. Happy birthday, all Libras.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Oh, and happy birthday to Pamela's daughter. She's 34 today. So she's a Libra. Oh, believe me, all my children are in their 40s. And I just had my oldest granddaughter, she just turned 18. So I have an adult grandchild. It's very strange. I just tell you.
It's quite interesting when you get into the age group. I mean, I remember my 80th birthday. It was here in Sweden you can take a driver's license, but not me. I was not into cars and driving. I was into cats. So my 18th birthday, I got my second cat actually.
Yep. That's cool that you got cats instead of a car. Or so you have to wait until you're 18 to get a driver's license?
Yeah, in Sweden we have this law that you have to be 18. I know in United States you can be 16.
Mhm.
You can get your. That's interesting. I actually, when I look back into my life, I never been focused into driving, or I mean, it helps if you can drive your car, but I have never got into that. It's like I'm an old soul. Have a young body, man. I feel like I'm over 100 years old in the soul.
Oh, wow. On the new moon, October 2nd, that is going to be some kind of energy. Wow.
All right, Claudine, we need to get ready because I have a feeling I get knocked out. This was like this past full moon we had. I was like I was in this werewolf period. I could
Oh,
not sleep. I could not sleep. I was totally awake, and I was like, boom! It's like I could not even relax, or I was my body was into some. I was awake, I think, half the night. I think because of the full moon.
wow. So were you a werewolf in this? Or,
No, it was no, it's was like I can't relax, or my mind
oh,
goes into. So I think that it's a trade with the light workers as well. That we're also sensitive to the moonlight and the shifting of the moon. So we're feeling the shifting because we are our bodies are made of water. So also we're feeling the shifting of the because full moon is all about shifting your constant. That's hard word to say.
shifting your,
Constant. That was hard word to say. Shifting your mindset. Yeah, I
okay.
think.
And your emotions too. It has a lot to do with
Yeah,
emotions. Yep. And it brings out things out of the shadows too. So that's why it plays on your emotions. And your body is full of water. So,
yeah. My body goes into. It was like you seen the horror movies with werewolf. I mean, I will not get hairy, but I got this not pain either. It's more like this restless in the body. It's like I can't sleep, I can't relax. So full moon for me is always I need to prepare before full moon actually are. So I need to uh, make the living bedroom colder, and I can't have the warmth inside in the same
oh,
way. So I need to prepare certain stuff before I notice that myself.
uh, do you know what moon you were born under?
I am a Pisces.
Pisces moon. But I meant what quarter it was in, or was
A
it
bit not
full?
sure on
Or,
that part, but I know I am a double Sag fisher moon, and my Pluto is in Scorpio.
okay.
So double water and double fire.
Lots of steam there. Fire water. I mean, I'm Leo and I have Mercury in Leo as well. However, I have, what was I going to say? I have 4 Virgo placements and 2 Taurus. So, yeah, very earthy. The solar eclipse has a very significant meaning for new beginnings, introspection, spiritual rebirth, letting go, connection with deities, and connection with the universe.
Thank you. I actually got the similar with this new beginnings because I had seen the angel numbers of new beginnings. Actually, what was it, 3 weeks ago? But it was just after the full moon. So I did get angel numbers 111, 333, 444, 555. It was like constantly with numbers, and I could actually look in the phone, and I did get like 1212. Last time I got 1414. So it was a constant number all the time, repeating itself.
Trying to get rid of the trolls again. And you said it has not had that meaning, or it has had that meaning. Had a very significant meaning for new beginnings. And never sleep during the full moon or new moon. Yeah, I was born under the waning half moon, which is right now. So I love this. I sleep very well. I did wake up in the middle, well, after 2, which your guides bring in a lot of messages between 2 and 4. Just saying. So,
Ooh, we're feeling that.
yeah. So, all right. So the solar eclipse being with the solar eclipse with the new moon has even more significance than just regular solar eclipse by itself, and also a new moon by itself. And
Hello, Harley.
hello,
See you again.
Harley. Yeah, welcome in. And Harley, today's subject is uh, elementals and other entities. Are they real? And of course,
One really important
okay.
topic sideways of the elementals and vampires is a good way to add as well, because I actually been witnessing energy vampires today, actually. And I can't explain this, but every single time I meet energy vampires, I get so drained. It's like they're sucking every life force in my. I can't be near this person. It's like I just want to flee the field. And it's the first time in many years I felt like I can't be near this person. It's like I can't breathe
Wow.
with them. And even I have this protection bubble. I can't. I did have a conversation with our friends as well. Same. So I actually right now in a position that I have to actually try to be have boundaries for this person. I have to be kind to them, but I just want to send out the strongest light magic I can find to bunch the energy from my field, but I do getting a lot of that junk over me. So any ideas, Julie? Any ideas how to clean and let this person not get into your energies and sucking?
Well, remember they're not they're I mean they're pulling it out at you. And how many times do you have to do? I mean, you've got the translation in Swedish, so are you using that?
I don't have it in my phone, I think, but do have it in my brain. But in that moment, you're getting stunned because you can't.
Right.
So I did the protection bubble, but I
Yeah.
did still get so drained.
Well, the other thing is I use the mirrors on the outside. Now, Claudine, I think it was Claudine who says she puts the mirrors on her inside so that she protects herself and it's only her energy. But I like to reflect back to them whatever they are trying to give to us, because as empaths, we get hit and hit hard. There was a
Tell me about it.
yeah. Now, was it you who sent me the empath? Somebody sent me something about empaths the other day, and I thought it was you. Yeah, yeah, and I really love that. But it says that we send it back. Isolated to this planet on a new moon, right smack on the summer solstice. Oh, yes, that's right. So many twos. You're so two. Two. Yeah, there's a 6 in there too. Wow, that's right. Okay. Question. Elementals considered fairies. I don't think dragons are per se elementals. Fairies are definitely elementals. Usually they're smaller, but I don't know. Are baby dragons elementals and then they grow up? I
don't think so. I think dragons is more like because they are creatures in the form of
Yeah.
I mean, we have we should remember this. Many people think that dinosaurs died out. I think they never died out. I think it was actually certain species actually survived the blast, and I think that some of them transform into dragons, but they actually, because they don't want to be seen, so they showing themselves as the dragons. I think that's my intuition of.
And I put a few in there.
Really,
Fairies.
I can tell you like this. I noticed that I tried to push down this energy from this person, but I mean, as an empath, it's a constant struggle to learn how to protect yourself in this world, because we're living in a density world with all those kind of energies around us right now.
Yeah. And vibrates low and your spirit or soul wants to stay away. This has happened to me. Yes. This expected people. I cringe and can't breathe. Yes. And I felt a couple times. I went to one place right after a class. I was in a class with people for, I think it was a little over an hour. Maybe it was a 2-hour class. Not sure. Anyway, I left the class with everybody else and came into the shop, and I kept feeling like I was being attacked. So I felt like I was being put down, like somebody was trying to compress me, and very dark. And it's like I stood up immediately and go, no, who's doing this to me? Nobody was looking at me, nothing. I don't know what happened, but they did it twice and they couldn't get in because I rose up, and it's like, no. And I use now Rise Above with Love, and it seems to help. But when the other days, you think they are elementals? I thought they would be too big. They're more creatures or entities than, well, I guess elementals are.
You're right. Actually, when it comes to it, when you look back into them, I mean, they are actually part elemental, so she could be right about that sense as well. I mean, I think they are a mix of both, actually.
What color? Yes, every color has an elemental. Well, I guess we would be elementals too, but
I mean,
its body suits are not real. I mean, they're
since I've been expecting this woman who had
yes,
shift in that manner. So I mean, it could actually like it could be doesn't mean it was a native entity. It could be actually a shifting of the dragon, but it felt uncomfortable when you're in that position, when you're feeling, wow, I did see a shapeshifter in my eyes right now.
yeah, because yeah, earth dragons exist. Oh yes, earth dragons do exist. All dragons exist, and yes, again, people think it's just imagination. Well, your imagination comes from experience. Maybe not in this lifetime, maybe not in this realm, but it comes from experience. We wouldn't know these things. Star Wars would not have been created if it wasn't actual somewhere.
I
Okay.
mean, who made the movie actually could be extra stars. It's to remember past life as well. You never
Right.
know about that, but this is what my introduction into it.
Earth, water. Yes, there's more than earth, water, and air dragons. There's golden dragons from Cirrus, and I'm sure there's dragons on the Lyrians. I'm sure they have dragons too. There's so many dragons. There's purple dragons, green dragons, so many different colors, but each one is significant. I got myself a purple dragon because I love them, and there's so many dragons. I wish my friend Lewis would be on right now because he has dragon guides. So, and I know I have. They're saying you do too. I have at least one. I think I have actually 5. They're saying so.
And I don't have, man, 100% I do have someone guiding me as well, but I am so connected with the higher being of cats all the time. So my guides is the cat people, always and forever.
So there are so many different dragons. There's a lot of great books. Yes, there's fantasy books about dragons. And again, you have to decide what is real and what isn't when you're reading it, because when you're reading anything, and I do a lot of reading or listening because I do audibles, not edibles, audibles. Sorry, it was just joke. I listen so that I can do other things at the same time, driving, whatever. But whatever resonates with you, it's meant for you to hear. It's meant for you to learn from or to remember from. Anything that you're drawn to, embrace it, because it's helping you each and every day. It's helping you to learn more and more. Thank you, Victor. I just got a Facebook notice. Okay. So I guess any creatures would be elementals. I don't know if we're different from that. But yes, dragons are connected to different realms, different elements, different stars. We are alive. Yes, we are alive.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Holly, for your comment before about energy vampires. Because it was the first time actually, I felt like I can't be in the same room as this person, and I had to just run away from it. But it's a lesson. Everything you expecting in life is lessons.
Yes, yes. And welcome in, Jess. I'm going to look at your thing in a second. Dragons are new to me, but I will tell you, I had an experience recently. Looked up in the sky. I had to look twice, I think, and shake my head and saw it's now happened more than once. I'm not looking for it.
And
So yeah, and they are there. I can see them as well, and sometimes I see things in very strange places. Okay, hello, Miss Jess. We are talking about elementals today. I've not seen fairies.
yeah, I think Holly, I have actually been hearing about that lady actually in Ireland. I mean, Ireland are famous for because there are more fairies over there. It's more population with fairies because they are highly connected with them in a sense. And for me, Ireland is really a sacred land because of the druids. We come back to the druids again.
Yep. Now, because of fairies, there's gnomes there too, and a lot of gnomes in Ireland as well. Gnomes are other places too, but where there are fairies, there are gnomes. They work very well together. At least the ones that I have felt. Okay. Yes, and there's people getting more and more pictures of fairies too. Was it you, somebody had sent me a picture where they showed fairies in a
Here in Sweden, they actually got a picture of it's a. If you have seen those, almost like a fairy or a butterfly, but this was in middle in the winter, and in the picture you can see like this fairy dusty thing, a blue fairy standing in top of the winter or the snow. So it was a ice blue fairy in the snow standing, and this person believed, oh gosh, I got a butterfly, and after when they open up the picture, they say, oh wow, it's a fairy. It's a fairy. We got in picture.
wow, that is so cool. Yep. Yeah. And they said that if you want to bring in fairies to your garden is to plant mushrooms. Well, Miss Claudine grows mushrooms, and yeah, it mushrooms aren't grown the same way we put in plants normally. So if those of you who want to learn how to grow mushrooms and are in the Phoenix area, I would suggest that you come to the Mushroom Club, and that is on the third Friday of each month at Claudine's place, and I think it's 6 to 9, if I'm not mistaken. I've been there twice, but don't worry about the time. I just go to enjoy and learn. So, Okay. So fairies, dragons, gnomes,
And vampires.
energy vampires. I don't consider elementals. I don't think I consider vampires of any sort an elemental because they,
Yeah, it was a bit off topic, but
yeah,
it's a good way to add it.
yeah, no, it is. Oh, what is this? Sunday for the equinox and found mushrooms. Yes. Did you send Claudine a picture of them? I've sent her pictures every time I see one, but I don't always get a reply back. But
We have a flower over here who called blue bells. When I was younger, I learned. My grandma told me that when you see blue bells, you might even see fairies coming around them because they collecting could be the seed or the pollen from the
pollen, yeah.
yeah.
And the other one I was thinking is nectar, too. But I don't know. I think it's the pollen. Yeah, right. Okay. So there's foraging, and Jess, you are in a great place to go out in the woods and forage for whatever natural plants, fungi that they have out there, because that's a great place. There's a lot of rivers in the area. Yes, here in the desert, it's a little different. But yes, we can still forage and do things, but most of the foraging is done up north in areas like what is called Flagstaff, Sedona, and that sort of thing. There are many forest tales of.
And that's what I never heard about.
I haven't either, but I know they are real. If they're stories, they're real. Again, we get our intuition. Some people call it our imagination, but our intuition knows what's going on, and they embrace what is real. Okay, as Atlantis exits, why not fairies and gnomes? Maybe they are hiding because of their size and what happened in the 40s, I think, where pictures came out and turned out false. Oh, yes, that's true. What does Claudine say? Vampire are dark energy, yes. So dark energy would not be an elemental, as elementals are the protectors and guardians of the earth and of us too. Because I'm sure we have our own. I know I have a fairy who is my imagination guide. At least one of my imagination guides is a fairy. Her name is Esmeralda. And I have seen her. And I tell you, the wings and her hair, beautiful, just beautiful. One of these days I'll draw it, but draw her wings. I don't think I can do her face or her hair justice, but I will do my best.
But Holland said something interesting about as Atlantis exists, why not fairies and gnomes? Maybe they're hiding because of the size of what happened in the 40s, I think. Pictures came out and turned out false.
Yeah, people took pictures and they were false pictures. Actually, they might have been real. I'm not sure if a lot of you know this, but there was a what they call the Phoenix Lights. It happened back, I think it was in the 80s. Anyway, we had a bunch of lights, 5, 6, I'm not sure how many, but they were very large, and they were up in the sky. I can't remember how long they lasted, but they were there. And a lot of people took pictures of it. No one knew what was going on. No one said anything. Supposedly, they scrambled some jets to go out, check them out, and different things like that, because we have, at the time, I think we only had the one Air Force base, but we had an Air Force base here, we still do, and they went and checked them out. Well, A lot of people wrote in and were interviewed about these lights, and some children were interviewed about these lights. And these children knew they were real. Well, the governor at the time, Fife Symington, anyway, he made a joke out of it. And they brought in a guy in an alien suit and said, he's the culprit. They made a huge joke. So these kids, I mean, they were from the ages of 8 to 12, something like that. And a lot of kids saw it. And they were told that they were liars and they were a joke, and it really hurt them. So a governor took it upon himself to make a joke out of it because he didn't want to cause a panic. And now, the government in the United States has said, yes, there are aliens out there. Yes, there are crafts out there. So all those kids went through trauma because somebody made a huge joke out of it and didn't want to face the facts of what really was happening. Was too afraid to face.
I was looking up, we're speaking about fairies and gnomes, but this is actually it's a famous. He's an player man. We call him Necken, and he's the protector of waters. But he can be really evil, and he could be really good as well. But he's mostly protected as evil. We're in Sweden because they scare the kids, and in certain areas of Sweden, he is protected as a horse. And in other parts of Sweden, he's part a naked man playing in the they call it the flushing waters, or the flowing waters, and he is totally naked, and he plays us in violin, and he tricks the children into the water and drown them. So and I did translation, and in that translation is evil of water, but I don't like saying evil. He was actually, as I see him, as a form of energy or anything. He's a from not elemental, but protector of nature. But he was portrayed as an evil force, or so sometimes humans protect themselves as an evil, but they are actually a form of protector of nature, and they instead of giving them the right information, they adding more fairy into the fairy tales, and he was actually a protector of water. And I mean, we have many. Sadly, I'm unsure if I can show you because of rights, but if you're hearing certain in songs, for example, you might pick up one of the songs he played.
Yeah. And just like witches, they made them out to be evil. Sons of Eve, they made them out to be evil. Now, men made them out to be evil when even the number 13 is a positive number. If you really read what 13 means, Friday the 13th is a positive date, not a negative date. Okay? It is about women and embracing the femininity and being strong and being whole. So they've turned anything positive into a negative, so we stay away from it. Okay, let's see. And then in New Jersey, we had stories of the Jersey Devil, and I've done some looking into it, and some people believe it is actually a protector of the forest. That's great. And then children see what adults don't. Yes, and children see fairies all the time. Who do you think is really seeing the truth? The children are seeing the truth, as I've been told by friends of mine whose children, well, okay, one story. A friend of mine went to her doctor. I don't know, she was like 8 months pregnant, something like that. Maybe less. Anyway, she went in with her 3-year-old son. And the doctor said, we've done some tests and we need to terminate your pregnancy. What? yes, there is something wrong with your child, and he will be a drain on society if we allow him to live. Yes, this was here. And I'll say, I think it might have been in Texas, people. Anyway, so the child, the 3-year-old child, doctor, there's nothing wrong with the child, nothing wrong with the baby, the infant, or I forgot, the fetus. Nothing wrong at all. And the doctor said, you're going to listen to a child instead of me? And she goes, yes, he's closer to God. You are. He just got here 3 years ago. You've been on this planet for a long time. And he says, I'm going to call your insurance and make sure we get this child terminated. And she says, and I'm going to call my minister and have him come see you. And didn't hear from that doctor ever again. Never went to see the doctor again. The child has grown up and has at least 1 doctorate. So, yeah, okay. So, no matter what someone tells you, I would believe the child over the adult because, like I said, they're closer to God. So,
Hello, Bonnie. I did see you in the
hi,
back row.
Bonnie. And I'm going through each one of these. Yes, Victor didn't post that today because he's here. Okay, I feel the government has their own agenda about ETs, and that's why they're admitting that they
Love
do.
yourself, damn it. Damn it.
Yes, I don't even know if the government. Well, I think there's too many hands in the government as far as what is good. Hello, Bonnie.
Point in this to government because we need to understand they are perfect in not speaking the truths.
Yeah, the other night I looked out the window at night and see many tiny orbs in a cluster. Yes. They could have been fairies. They could have been your guides. It could have been a lot of things. I get it in my camera. Now I'm looking through my phone camera, and I can look directly at my phone camera or through it and not see anything. And then all of a sudden, here come the blue lights. Here come the clear light. I mean, the off-white, the opaque lights. I mean, they're all coming in, and it's like, oh, hi, there you are. And I take it down and I can't see them. I put it back up and there they are, right there.
Oh, Julie, by the way, we have 1818 over here right now in numbers. So.
Oh, okay, great.
So for you it's 1010. So United States is 1010, and over here in Sweden 1818 right now. So.
Well, I've got 919 here, so you're at Mountain Standard Time. Is what you were showing
right.
for the U.S. I mean, Mountain Daylight Time for the U.S. I'm at Mountain Standard. I got 919. So yeah, those are good numbers too. But yeah, 1818. That one. It's funny. The other night.
Bonnie, can you help me type that one in the chat, please? Thank you. 1818 for all one.
Yep. Humans find they are losing control. They turn things. Yep. Yes, exactly. They want to be in control. That's why they. That's why they removed past life information from the Bible because they didn't want anybody to know. They wanted to be in control. Thank you. And yes, thank you, Ronnie. And Bonnie will be on tomorrow. They control the narrative. Yeah, we need to start controlling the narrative. As I've said many times, history is ending. Actually, I say it's over, but history is ending. Her story has begun. So her story, no more history. It's all about her story. I know people say, what do you mean by that? Because it's time that the femininity takes back this planet. Men have been in control for too long. And like I said, they mess things up. And I realized that the governor, Five Symington, did not realize how many people he would harm. So he figured, I'm not worried about those people because I don't want a panic on my hands. But it's not about panic, it's about truth.
Indeed, 100% on that, really. Truth is coming. Truth is coming.
Yeah. Actually, it was before King James that it happened. It happened in 147.
And you as well, Bonnie. Thank you for last time.
Yeah. Right. So it was before King James Version. And then, of course, right after King James came Martin Luther King, and I'm not Martin Luther, not King, sorry, Martin Luther, and he took out 7.5 books. So, yeah, lots of craziness. Oh, yeah. Yep. So that's Central Daylight Time is 11:22. That's in Bonnie's time too. And Bonnie and Jess are very close in proximity. Okay, so talking about ETs and all this stuff and then negativity, but yes, back to positivity. So anybody else know of any other did you look up that one elemental that she said? Who was that? Harley or was that Jess?
Have to I can see if I can find it.
It was started with a P. Who put that other entity up? Because I would love to find out more about that. It sounded familiar to me, but I don't remember where.
I can't see anything right now. It's been shutting me rolling right now, so I've got
Yes.
in my
Harley,
head.
Jess, or whoever put that in, could you add that back in, please? Thank you.
I thank you for adding 1122, but I had this 18 before.
Yeah, 1818 is. I like that number. I see that quite often because I go by, we call it military time here, and I use the 24-hour clock instead of the 12-hour clock.
That was so hard for me to pronounce. I just added the name into it right now. I can't pronounce the name.
Okay.
Pukwajis.
Pukwajis is what? Okay. I'll check on it.
Yeah, just trying saying that name too fast for me. It's like
the flying people and machines in the sky in the Bible, and because of their limited vocabulary, they can only call them angels. Oh, yeah. And that's right. And when the Bible was written and destroyed, all they had was their imaginations and their limited beliefs. And because they didn't believe in more, that's the way it was. Very relaxed now, huh? And that's Oliver, right?
Yeah, that's all.
A lot of people.
Super relaxed. I'm surprised. So, yeah, you had done some healing on him right now because he was in full range.
Oh, well, it didn't get what I thought it was getting. Okay, let's see. Don't know how to spell it, but we're trying. The Book of Enoch was fascinating, in my opinion. Yes, I haven't read that yet, but they took that out. Yeah. Ah. Oh, come on. I don't know what. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. Hopefully I can. It's something to do with the vampire something. Pugwaji, maybe. Uh, wild man, little wild man of the woods that is a human-like creature of Wampanoag folklore found in Delaware, Prince Edward Island, and parts of Indiana and Massachusetts, sometimes said to be 2 to 3 feet tall. Pukwudgies can appear and disappear at will, shapeshift. Let's see. Most common form is a creature that looks like a porcupine from the back and half troll, half human from the front and walks upright. Lure people to their deaths, use magic, launch poison, arrows, and create fire. And again, that could be just a negative way of seeing them to keep kids away or something. Enemies of culture heroes. Oh, wow. Wampanoag folklore. I'm going to put that in the chat so you can see that. And the only difference in spelling is a K instead of a C, Jess. So thank you for that. And
Interesting, Carly. I like that theory as well, because I mean, I do believe that we are, as humans, we are actually our DNA, because right now we're waking up right now. So I think that part of our DNA has never been scientists, or they are not looked into it right now. But I think that we are prototype of alien. That's over. I do remember my past. Lyrian.
okay, and I'm putting where this comes from. That's where Pagwajis come from. Wampanoag folklore. Oh, I should have put in folklore. Sorry. In the book of Enoch support the oh an Anaki. Wow. Yes. Yes, and also there are stories or written text. I haven't seen them, but saying that the Vikings were actually aliens that came down to protect the Earth,
Interesting.
and the actual humankind. Um, so, yeah, I don't know where they changed. I mean, they were pretty tough. Uh, okay, and I'm just yeah. There's certain Zame Mouse Shop. This is supposedly famous Pugwudgies. Just for the fun of it, putting this in there. Squanet. Okay. Boy, learn something new. Mashop is one person, and Rennie Squanet is another one. That's his wife, Mashop's wife. But it's funny how you look for things and they pop up. And they only pop up when you need to know. Okay. It's supposed to be Archangel. Yes, Archangel Metatron. Is his celestial name. Yes. And I was told he was the only archangel that was on Earth. However, Enoch did have a twin brother, and he supposedly is a archangel as well. And I can't remember his name, but yes. So I've heard both things. He's only one, and then there's one of two, and his twin was the other one. And of course, Enoch was a scribe, and his duty as the archangel is to keep the Akashic records. I can't even say it today. Akashic records. So many elementals in Appalachia. Yes, yes. Appalachia is, yeah, they were teaming with that, and I do remember seeing them in the woods around the water when I was much younger. Well, maybe.
And also they don't like speaking the truth right now because I got my throat got hurt right now. So it's could be from the shot, or it could be from speaking of certain stuff they don't like to speak about.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, Harley. I didn't know that they were a native. Um, I wasn't sure where that was coming from, but okay. Okay, so records. Thank you. So that's what Metatron is doing now, and he keeps track of everything. We're doing great, Doctor. Our subject today are elementals, and we're getting information from different cultures as far as elementals in their area, and Appalachia is teaming with them. So I'm not sure where you're from. I don't remember where you're from, Doctor. But yeah, we're talking about all these things. I do not, but we do have a lot of people within my community that do, and I can send you their information so that you can contact them. Oh, that's right. You're from India currently.
I feel like something, and this is as an empath, I pick up energies, and it's like you're not speaking your own truth. So that's I'm not meant to read you because we're doing flows of flows, but sometimes stuff happens, and I got really my voice is cracking up right now. So with you, it's like it's something in your energy that I pick up right now. It's like I can't.
My energy?
Oh,
The,
Peria, what you call it, the doctor.
the doctor. Oh, okay. Yes. So what's going on with you, doctor?
It's like the person is not cannot speak the truth out, and it's like I'm super. I can't speak my own truths. It's like I'm stuck in a pattern right now, and I just want to break up my clothes and scream right now with this person, and I get really my voice is cracking up right now.
And mine is scratchy too, and I wasn't sure who that was from. So now I understand that as well. And Harley, you are not wrong. Again, I'm not pronunciating. I'm going to look at the pronunciation. Wamp, Noag, Wampanoag, Wampanoag or Wampanoag. Either way to pronounce it. And they were actually, they are a native tribe who have lived in the northeastern woodlands for over 15,000 years. Their name translates to people of the first light. Oh my goodness.
You have some I pick up your energy we say because we don't gonna do any readings, but for you it's like you don't speak your truths. No, it's like I'm getting strangled and getting really hard with you. It's like you're a bit stuck in it's up in your throat and
Throat chakra.
down to your throat chakra and to your heart. Like it's like you're trying to speak your truth and you just want to pull out every clothes and scream to your people around you, like you can't breathe normally. It's like you can't function. I feel with you right now. It's like I can't breathe. Sorry. Okay,
So what?
that's how I'm feeling. Welcome to being and sensitive.
Oh, yes, yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So when you don't speak your authenticity and you don't trust, believe in yourself as much, things can manifest. You're a doctor, so you're more, you might, maybe you're feeling that. Well, we're both feeling the same thing. And from what I'm feeling, it's definitely,
And your
yeah,
third eye is not you're blocking your third eye, and that's manifesting into your throats, and you don't speak your truths.
yeah,
So Priya, I know that you're a doctor. But you need to work on your spiritual path as well, because you are really good into it, but you're ignoring the signs from your guides.
yeah. And I know
They have
you're
tried to
more,
teach you.
she's more
Sorry.
into her her analytical brain and what she's been taught through books and stuff. But this is about you, your connection to your highest power, your body, your mind, body, and soul. So I'm getting the same thing you are. Exactly. Okay. There was a reservation I used to go to in South Jersey since I was in my
Oh,
mom's
I need to
belly.
get some water. One whole lot.
Okay. And I was 15. They took the land and forced them out. Iroquois flag. Oh, wow. Yeah. They've been, it's terrible that they did that in your lifetime. I mean, I thought we were done with that. Obviously not. And the same, I mean, they did that to the Hawaiian people too. They took their land, their sovereign nation, they took it from them. It was a sovereign nation with king, queen, princess, yes, all of that. And they took that away too. So,
Yeah, but that's Priya. You need to speak your truth, because you don't do that
oh,
right
no,
now.
no, no. It's not that that you lie. You're not lying. You just, you have embraced your, oh, wow. And I'm getting it now too. All the way down to my solar plexus, all
So
the way
Priya,
up.
this is the reason why we are so sensitive, because we pick everything up. We are like we don't intentionally getting is actually from your team, your spiritual team, and when we getting that you're not listening to what they have trying to, so they manifesting stuff to us instead.
Well, actually, you're manifesting you because that's why you've had this issue for 3 weeks.
Oh gosh, Peter, you need to deal with this right now. Oh gosh, I've never been having issues in chat with someone right now, so I don't want you to leave, but you need to deal with this, because you don't speak your truths right now. Oh gosh.
You should express yourself. You should express, yes, expressing yourself is important to you. Otherwise, you're holding back your stuff. You're causing more problems within.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
On that part.
we're feeling it too. I'm feeling it, like I said, from my solar plexus all the way up to the third eye.
She's so blocked in her third eye right now. It's like she ignores the signs, and the guides in her spiritual team is screaming, "Hey, woman or man, listen to us right now."
Yes. And Claudine put it perfectly. Follow your heart, not your intellectual thoughts.
Because you're blocked up here, and your throat. That's we're feeling it right now, and your heart is blocked as well in
Yeah.
certain areas. It's not blocked that it's not pumping. It's that you're ignoring the signs.
I I understand that you're expressing yourself and that you're an extrovert. I understand that. But you also need to take time for you. And I'll go back to you talking authenticity, forgiving yourself. And I know I have COVID, so I'm having a cough. And I understand that too. I'll knock on wood, whatever it takes. But I have not had COVID. I am immune to COVID because I made myself immune to COVID. I do not believe in it. Therefore, it does not exist for me. And I know that a lot of you have accepted COVID. You've been through COVID. I had a friend of mine before COVID was known, was in Jersey and New York, November and December of 2019. 2019. Okay. And she came back home. She told me she was very sick. There were 4 people in the household, and they were taking essential oils and different things to heal themselves. They healed themselves without a bunch of other stuff. And then
You need to fix your third eye, because man, it's like someone taking a sewing needle and just poking inside and twisting it right now for me. I'm sure you, if you feel the same right now, because
yeah,
it's like someone is pulling a large needle in my third eye right now and pulling it out right now, because you're in your logical mind, like the 3D doctors right now. Is you're pulling your third eye. Just accepting your gifts is the only way to
cleanse it up. Yeah. And
thank you.
and I've done a lot of readings. On Fridays, Archangel Gabriel comes in, and he does say over and over again, mind over matter. You only bring things into you if you accept them. I don't accept a lot of things. I once was highly allergic to secondhand, third hand, and fourth hand smoke. And as a doctor, you might not even have heard fourth hand smoke, but I know it exists. Anyway, I decided I would not deal with that anymore. It was not going to be a part of my life. I'm no longer allergic.
Stella, we cannot just send energy. I can try to do so if you like, if you're asking us both, but I think this is actually something you have to learn to handle.
You've got to forgive yourself for whatever things, anything. You've not done anything wrong, but your reaction to other people, you're accepting what people tell you as a truth. And as a doctor, I know it's harder for you because you guys are taught this is the way things are. But they're only that way because you've accepted them. So you've got to make your decisions. And we'll send you stuff, but right now there's a lot of
it's lessons to make in this for you.
Yeah.
Because sending healing to you will not work for you because you're not on the lessons.
Right. Hi, Zane. And I want to go back to what we were talking about before, but I want you to embrace the child within, and you're pregnant, so you need to protect that child and protect that child from your
even when you said that, this child has some really powerful gifts as well.
Yes.
And it's going to be a future leader. So it's if you care for yourself, you care for the baby, and you're giving it the chance to actually do its life purpose on Earth.
Oh, I love this, Claudine. Can only hear you, so be kind to it. If you say you have this or have that, then you will manifest the element because you told your body that you have that disease. Exactly.
Flow like water.
Yeah, and you're pregnant, and that child is very, very gifted. So talk to that child and say, can you help me? What did you say I didn't understand?
I don't understand. But what we're saying right now to you, Peria, is the child you're waiting right now are a powerful leader who's going to make such much difference to the world right now in the situation we are in right now. So talk to it, ask for guidance, because children knows more than we do. I mean, I learn a lot more from the children that I learned today. So they are the future for us.
Yeah, and your thoughts are in contrast to what the child is trying to teach you now. So tap into that child, nurture the child with your thoughts, and be positive. Let go of the COVID, let go of everything, because the child wants nothing to do with it. So don't accept it,
I think you're
because
frozen. Let it go.
yeah, let it go. Okay, I want to get back to the other things.
Yeah, was not even planned to read people today, but
Yeah,
this
but
was
it
a.
came in and we had to do that. Yeah, and the baby is definitely trying to communicate
Oh,
with you and
Kevin,
feel
I think
elevated.
we got to the spot on right now. I sensing the child right now is could be a Lyrian, it could be a Turian star seed as well.
Oh, okay. But I'm feeling, yep. Is the lady that sees the wee people that communicates with them. Okay. And Harley, I don't know if you were here, but you were absolutely correct on the Wampanoag. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Wampanoag
you're just saying what we're feeling and getting right now.
family. Yeah.
And I do understand if it can come as like a shock for you because you're stuck in
Ah,
this
yes.
all the Turian, they are actually alien species or a form of they are star seeds. And
Yeah.
Claudine said it perfectly. You're waiting in star seed, man. Congratulations. Like
Yep.
me.
And there's a lot of star seeds now being born. They started about, well, they restarted about my generation. Um, and then they've progressed since then. So, yeah, there's so many beautiful
I do
children
get
being born right now.
tingling still. So pure, but you're oh, you need to work with this, my friend.
Yeah,
You have to work on this.
yes. Because I was wondering what this feeling was in my abdominal area, and they're saying, no, this is the child. This is the child power. I'm feeling a lot of power. Okay. Whew.
Powerful
So,
leader.
so Harley, are you still here? Um, Thank you for letting us know about Liv Wheeler from Ireland, who's talking to the wee people, and they are real. Yeah. And Jess was talking about the Eterian. It starts with an A, right?
Yeah, Tyrion. Yeah, Pure, you have a beautiful soul waiting in your womb right now.
I think that's the way you spell it. I'm not sure.
I think it's I'm a bit unsure how they're spelling that, but you have a powerful star seed waiting on you. Just
Eterian.
a baby right now. I can't say the gender into it, but powerful,
Eterian.
powerful leader that we need on Earth right now. We are really need this child.
Yes. Is it Arterian or Arterian? No.
Arturian, I think Overturian.
With it. How would you spell it?
Arterian, I think it's with
Arterian. Okay, that's what it.
calling them not the Greys, but they are the similar like your star seed. Really like a because Lyrian are the cat people. Arturian
Arterian
are the
citizens.
more highly advanced.
Ah, sorry. I got it now. Okay, I'm putting it in here.
Hello Noah, great to see you. Yeah, that's Arturian.
14 signs, traits, abilities, and more. Yep. And I'm going to give you something that you can check it out. Well, okay. S. Astral HA. Okay. This is what I came across. It'll tell you about Arcturian star seeds, 14 signs, traits, abilities, and more. There's other ones, but hi, Vladimir. Okay. So, yeah. Welcome. Hello, Shield Nova. We're doing good. We're talking about elementals.
I have to add. I just had up my site, so I hope it's not echoing. But I found the text for Pyria right now, so she could understand a little bit more.
Okay. I've heard them.
Hello, Vladimir. Great to see you.
Yes, we're talking about elementals, and we came across the Pukwudgies that are elementals in the northeastern United States and Nova Scotia area. So our grandparents, yes, played.
Yeah, and I added up Texas, as you might see it on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So Pyria can get some information about the kind of star seeds right now. They are highly advanced, and I can't explain why I'm feeling this, but I mean it's what I've been learning about and interesting.
Right, and Claudene felt it too. I felt something. I felt the power.
Powerful leader, powerful. They are so needed in this to advance the humankind right now.
Yeah.
So this child is super important right now.
And anybody who wants to come on Tuesday's night's class, please email Don Rumer-Rivera at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, and he will send you the link. Now, if you have received the link previously, it's still good, so please utilize that tonight. We'd love to see all of you come in. It is Mountain Standard Time from 6 to 8, and that would be in approximately 8 hours from now. 8 hours, 7 minutes, to be exact. But anyway, but we were talking about elementals, and we did have something. Oh, no, don't worry about anything. You came in for a reason, and as empaths, we're used to it. It takes us a little while to get rid of it, but we have this gift for a reason, and that reason is to help others. Okay, we know it's not ours.
Remember this, like you said, we are empaths. We're feeling, and the truth needs to come out. That's and don't take it wrong if you're saying something that might trigger. But listen, we are like lie detectors. We're feeling everything. So it's hard to lie to an empath because you're feeling everything around energy-wise, and I don't need to be around that person. I could be across the world feeling everything.
Yeah. And it's not that you did anything wrong or whatever. And when we say your truth, you might not even know your truth. And if you're talking a lot, that doesn't mean you're saying what you need to say. Okay. And I know you're a doctor, so you have to do a lot of talking. But it's the difference between book learning and knowing. Okay. If you know something, but the book or your training has told you to say something else, you are conflicting.
Your gifts as well, because you are really gifted. But the situation you are in right now, you can't be open to it. But I can tell you, she's open up in the right timeline.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you don't want to contradict the truth by saying what you were taught to say. I hope you understand what I mean.
I do.
Okay. Harley, I'm going to put, I haven't finished Victor's information, but I'm going to put up my email again. I started to do yours. Okay. No, that's not the right one. Where is it? I saved it. I saved one for you, Victor, but I can't find it.
I can add it once more, but I will see. I can read it for you anyway. if you don't find it.
Okay, I just put one down there, and I'm going to put Victor's in real quick. And oops. Okay. Save it, and it's posted. Should post correctly now. Okay? So you can get a hold of me. If you get a hold of me, then I will check my emails and make sure you get on. But go ahead and send one to Don as well, Harley. But this way you have both of our information on what to do.
I tried to add this, but Arcturian starseed are believed to be the humans born on Earth and who are been seeded with the Arcturian soul sent by the Arc star system. So it's all about the child waiting period.
Yeah. So going back to the elementals, check out what elementals the natives in your area have as legend or anything that they have that they can prove it, because the Pagwajis, I know I heard of them, but I never really looked at it, and that they are from a tribe, native tribe here in America in the northeastern corner, basically, and into Canada, Nova Scotia. So I thought that was really great that we have new information. Hang in there. Take care. Talk to the baby so that you guys can work together, doctor, and find out what the baby needs you to do, because you might not be eating what they need you to eat. Because I had 3 sons, and for each one, I ate differently. One, it was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the time.
Depends on what Pure likes to eat, actually. But I feel like with her, and this is not meant to still reading her, but it's like because a question about her situation right now. The feeling I get, try to eat some more meat in your diet, or I'm not an expert in it. I'm not licensed anything, but I feel like you need to start eating because you don't eat that much as you should do for the baby, and the baby is screaming, give me something right now.
Okay, and that might be why you're feeling exhausted too, because you're not getting nutrition in. Believe me, I understand. I have been changing my diet and a lot of things, and I'm not eating a lot of things that I used to eat. And then I'm eating way too much fruit. So I paid for that. And then I ate way too much seed butter. Yeah, and now I'm trying to find the balance. So while you're going through change in your body, you have to make the changes in your intake to support the changes in your body. And I'm still learning even after my age, and I've had children and all that. So my body is becoming crystalline, and I'm not sure what to intake with it, because a lot of things I intake have negative results. So I have to be very careful. So you need to do what we talked about earlier. It's a new perspective. So the child needs something different that you're not giving it. That's why you're exhausted. So work with the child. You can talk to them. They're alive.
And work with your, like we said about the third eye and your speaking your truths and your heart chakra, because it's not aligned right now. But that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
You're not aligned with them.
And it's what Claudene said earlier. It's not your teaching. I mean, not what you've been taught. And as a doctor, your intellectual mind, it's your spiritual mind that needs to get more airtime, is what they're saying.
On you, it's like the shaking up, and your spirit team is shaking you. Hey, you listen to what we are trying to say to you, but you don't listen.
Yeah. And And just, I want to tell you a quick story about what a doctor said to me. They gave me high blood pressure medicine. Okay, fine. But I knew what was going to happen. After the high blood pressure medicine, my cholesterol would go up. And it did. And then she gave me a prescription for statin. I told her I won't take it. And she says, well, it's up high and everything. And so, okay, fine. I said, I've done this once before. I'll do it again. So exercising every day and eating right anti-inflammatory and Mediterranean diets. I came back to that same doctor 3 months later. My cholesterol was down 93 points. And she says, this is a miracle. I said, no, it isn't. It's mind over matter. Exercise, diet. I did it. She says, statins could not have done what you did. Right. It could not have. It would have caused more problems. So that's what I'm saying. It's about you making it, being yourself, knowing what you need. But you have a baby in there that has more needs. If you were very skinny before getting pregnant, sometimes you get tired because your organs get pushed. Yeah, I understand that too. Listen to your cravings, very much so. Listen to your cravings. Whatever you feel like eating, the baby's telling you that. Also listen to your cravings for entertainment. Yes, this is not, we're not being the doctor. You're the doctor. We're just saying what works for us and our experiences, because we know what works for us.
You need to fix this, honey, because if you're feeling tired right now, wait till it's getting worse right now. You're not listening to the team right now, and they showed you this kind of in your body right now. That's how you feel right now. So
I don't know what 57
on your brain in the local side. You need to listen to your spiritual side as well, on both of them in line, because your spiritual team is trying to make contact in a certain way. And because you're ignoring the signs, you're getting the things happening right now.
I had to check. Yeah, about 125 pounds. I just lost 8 pounds, so I'm at 119. So now that's why I'm saying I have to figure out what I need to do for myself right now, and I'm working on that. Not a whole lot of meat unless I'm really feeling I need it. Otherwise, I'm doing a lot of vegetables, fruits, cooked vegetables, and raw. So yeah.
That too,
People
yes.
you surround yourself with can affect your health too. Yes, and you've got a lot of people. You've got a lot of people coming in to see you as the doctor. So, and they have COVID, like you said. But protect yourself. I don't have COVID. It has nothing to do with me.
And Pure, you're with the right people right now. I mean, we are here collectively in the form. I mean, I'm so thankful for you and yes, and everyone right now. We are collective and we help each other.
Yes.
I mean, your spiritual team is really happy that you're actually in this, because you're curious about this and you want to learn more about this, and that's, to me, is showing growth.
And it's not strange. It is not a coincidence, but you are here when we are talking about our elementals. And remember, there are elementals surrounding you, and the baby brought in elementals as well, or is attracting elementals because she needs them to help her. So just embrace all the entities around you that are trying to tell you and trying to help you do better for yourself. So embrace it. And we're here for you. We're all here for you. So love to see you next Tuesday. Claudine will be back. I do not know what the subject will be at that time, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. If you guys have a suggestion or have any questions, please email one of us, and we would be glad to take a look at that subject and add that in as well. And again, this is the spiritual show that flows. So when you came in, we knew we needed to talk to you. And we did, but it all ties together. And what and the not the Fool's card, the Hangman card that Victor pulled earlier for the collective. It's all about another perspective. Each one of us needs to see things from another perspective for the betterment of ourselves and the world around us. So again, tonight we have the Psychic Squad starting in 8 hours. And tomorrow I will be on with Bonnie on calling on Ask the Angels. Calling on Angels 1111 is Bonnie's platform. And she and I will be on at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening will be A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. That will be around 6 p.m.-ish Mountain Standard Time, which again would be about 8 hours from now. That actually would probably be 8 hours from now at 10:07 time. It would be 6:07. Anyway, so that will be tomorrow evening. Thursday morning will be Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, Miss Shauna Sellers, and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Don Rumer-Rivera. And that will be between 10 and 11-ish Eastern Daylight Time. And on Friday morning, I will be with the Gabriel Project and Scott Underwood. The Gabriel Collective will also be there, and Archangel Gabriel and his collective ends the show every Friday with very pertinent information. So please be there. And that's Friday. Now, this Saturday, Susan will not be on. Who knows? Somebody might pop in from our group. And on Sunday, we will have at approximately 10 a.m., maybe earlier. This is the only person who does things earlier. Susan Grayson at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. At 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, we'll be calling on Angels and Psychic Sunday with her partner, Stephanie, on that show. And that is from 11 Mountain Standard Time to 1 p.m. And then at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3 p.m.-ish Mountain Standard Time, will be A5 Says and Sherry Theory. And Monday, hopefully on Monday, we will have tea time with Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and Shauna Sellers again. Now, Tuesday, Claudine will be back. But I know that if I ever need Victor to come on, he's there. So please, if you guys would like to contact Victor, his email's going through, and so is mine. So please contact us. We appreciate each one of you being here. We are a collective, we are a community, and we are here to help each other.
Yes, Harley. I think that we are in a way, it's like they're calling it a portal right now. It's open up more and more for us to do this. So I think that's I love that this open up the doors for me, and it's going to open up doors for many more people as well. So for us who don't have the money to go courses, is a possible way of opening up other doors for us. That's I hope for the future, that we don't need to actually have certificates anymore. We could just be getting contacted and we are be manifesting what we need in the form of stuff.
Yes. And thank you so much for being on here, Victor.
No,
I feel I can always count on you. And
I will try, but I'm so thankful to be here and to show my gifts to the world.
yes. And Oliver, thank you for coming in too. I know you're resting right now, but
He's like, yeah, I'm hearing you, woman. I'm hearing you. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, don't disturb me. I got you. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, I'll see you on some of the other chats this week. Definitely tomorrow morning and on Friday. And I'll talk to you later. Remember to rise above with love. Thank you so much. And a good one.